Before this video starts, I want to address a couple things. First, I deleted the Discord server. It wasn't pulled by some Discord higher up. I was paid a hefty sum of money in order to do it. You were not kicked, and this wasn't some higher up Discord thing conspiring against me or you. Money walks and shit talks. Maybe I will make another one day. Highly unlikely, but it's always possible. I didn't even like the server myself. I'm sorry if you enjoyed it though, but I am a whore. Spit in my ass and I'm ready for your pleasure. Second, I uploaded my first BitChute exclusive video about a week or so ago. The video is called Alcoholics Anonymous for Ninjas. If you've given it a listen, you can understand why I tread lightly with it and I uploaded it there. It's got dudes who sit on custard cakes, farts on them, then eats them, a raging alcoholic who's so mad he says nigger so fucking often and he threatens to murder people. And while I didn't say those things myself, I didn't want to risk it getting banned or some other bull crap to yell at it and put some attention on my back that I don't want. So, if you want a mini documentary on a rage-filled alcoholic Counter-Strike player, feel free to watch it. I always link my BitChute in the description of video, so click on that to link to my account. Same name, Big B the Fluffy Redneck, and enjoy away. I do have plans to upload more often on there, the more naughty pee-pee poo-poo videos where I don't hold back at all. On here, I do hold back a little bit, and I do reword a few things, so if you do want me to be more raw and honest and genuine, go to the BitChute. I have also been tossing the idea of reviewing a very controversial book for a good while, but I have been on the fence on it because I don't know how to approach the subject matter that well. And there are other plans I always have working with BitChute. Maybe I'll start uploading teasers on here, and then inside the description there'll be like a little BitChute exclusive link, and you guys can be properly notified. And there we go. Got the formality bullshit out of the way, let's laugh at some retards. Now, before you go flagging this video, if you, your favorite content creator, ugh, I don't like that word. Anyway, if either of that is in this video, I'm letting you know in advance that this video does not violate any terms of services on Patreon. Unlike you, I've actually read the damn thing before I started writing this script, and this video doesn't apply to any of the violations that website has, so make sure you tread lightly with this. I have mixed opinions on Patreon. I think if someone thinks your shitty internet videos are that good, where they are willing to give you their hard-earned money that they slaved away at a job to get a paycheck, I think you have every right to accept it. However, it's how you go about getting that money that gives me conflicting feelings. I guess it's how you view and use Patreon as a content creator. That is, that's like saying a racial slur. Or as someone who likes to use it to give money to someone or something you enjoy. Me personally, I use Patreon as a form of gratuity. When out in public, typically on busy streets, you'll come across street performers or buskers. People banging on buckets, singing, drawing sketches, playing instruments, that sort of thing. And then they usually have that hat on the ground for you to throw $1 or two at them if you find them enjoyable enough to do so. That is what Patreon is to me. I'm one of the possibly many people performing their craft for others to see, and hell, if you like it, I always appreciate it. I like money. I do like buying things like food, and every little bit does help. If you are a patron of mine, thank you very much. I'll even whore myself out for you right here, out for everyone to listen to. I also do have a Patreon because I know that if I were to run ads on my channel, God forbid, not only would I think I wouldn't get much in terms of ad revenue because of what I say and do, and that would in effect make YouTube have a bigger reason to yell at me and crank down on me and give a bigger target on my back, and they're going to be more prone to cracking their whip. I also do think I'd piss a lot of people off. I know how gay ads can be. Fuck, man. Please use ad block. Don't listen to Mundane Matt. Keep that fucking ad blocker on. Up until this year, ads on this site were tolerable, at least for me, but now, I have to use ad blocker. Fuck ads. If I wanted commercials, I'd drink fluoride and watch television and not use the internet. Fuck out of here with your 3 minutes every time you want to watch something. You get a 15-second ad type bullshit. Ugh, get the fuck away from me with that shit. Or those two ads for that one song you want to listen to as well, and then if you click on another song, you got to listen to two more ads. Ugh. However, with what I've said on Patreon, there is something that bugs me with it. With Patreon, to help incentivize people to giving you their hard-earned money, people will often make tiers. Shit like $1, $5, $10, etc. This is mainly used by people who, they make art or they make porn or some shit like that. And where if you give them $5, you get pictures, and if you give $10, you get videos, and $20, you get like 4K quality videos, stuff like that. If you've ever seen that picture of a light skin or something posing in the mirror taking a photo and it says something like $5 for dick pics, $15 for the ball jiggle vids, $30 nut videos, silent, etc. I'm sure you've seen it if you've ever, used a social media site. That's what that's making fun of. Whores and sluts who do that OnlyFans and Patreon shit. I'm bringing that up because I want you to know what these tiers are and how they're normally used, where the more you chip in, the quote-unquote better things you get from the creators. However, as usual, people use this in a myriad of ways, and most of the times, their tiers suck fucking ass. So today, let's both look at some god-awful Patreon pages and see what problems I have with them. To start, let's look at the big retard in the TF2 community. Crayon Eater pretends to be Nordic as fuck Tommyslav user Big Joey Slapnuts. Now, looking at this page, if you start reading the tiers, you can start to see my gripes with how these tiers are just really abused. Typically, when you have tiers, you start with the lowball tier where it's either $1 or $2, some small amount like that, and you either get nothing or you'd get something that would be extremely insulting if you were to be able to get anything at that tier. And then after that, that little $1 tier is typically like a thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Then after that, you start moving into the $5 to $10 tier where you do get something in return. And of course, it's always debatable if it's even worth it, but at least you get something. One thing that they do at this $5 to $10 tier is, I don't know why the fuck they do this, but a lot of people will sell Discord roles, which I think is just very odd. I don't see the worth on having some shitty role in some shitty server, especially ones you have to fucking pay for. Ugh. Once you get past that bullshit, you start to get into that interactive side of the tiers where if you give, 15 or more dollars a month, you suddenly get this amazing privilege of talking to the creators. This usually means you'll get thrown in some Chuck E. Cheese autistic ball pit for you and your other friends to talk in some special ed version of a VIP room where you may get to talk to the person that you want to financially support. Now, whether that is one-on-one talking or if they just pop in once a week to talk for about 10 minutes, I really wouldn't know. Then, after you get the privilege of getting chickenpox at the piss-ridden ball pit, then you start getting into the once a month, I'll get off my lazy ass and do something that takes 1 minute to do. $50 a month, please, :3. This usually means you get some shitty custom-made stuff. Things like shitty artwork doodles, vocal recordings, but nothing too offensive, tee-hee-hee. Shitty songs, and other custom things made, depending on what the Patreon specializes in. I mean, I guess this is kinda neat, but for $50 fucking dollars? Really? Are you Vanilla Ice? Are you Violent J or Shaggy 2 Dope giving me some autograph shit? Are you fucking famous? Do you have some kind of clout or fame to your name? No? You're just some shitty producer of shitty videos online? Don't you think you're over-evaluating yourself? At least a little bit? Maybe a tiny bit? Little tiny bit? Maybe? I don't know. Yeah? Yes? No? Hello? I mean, at the very least, do what fucking Big Man Tyrone does. Not only does he have more clout than you probably, he also has cheaper prices and is much better quality. I mean, he fucking has a website dedicated to this. And you can custom tailor what you want, like you're ordering a Papa John's pizza online. I mean, for 50 fucking bucks? Really? a normal voice recording, this implies that you get those once, like a one-time deal. If some sad fuck gives Big Joey here $50 a month and wants to disprove me and say that this is a monthly subscription where you get something new every month, please feel free to do so. Wow, 50 fucking dollars. I'd read a whole fucking essay for that amount. I'd perform some jump Jim Crow type crap in front of your history class with that kind of money. I'd read some political essay. I'd read half of a book for that. If you actually want to give me $50 to read something, I'll give you your money's worth. Fuck, man, $50? I'd read whatever you wanted. I'd say whatever you wanted. Of course, I'm not going to get sent to prison or jail. I'm not going to make some threat. But anything short of that, I will fucking do that for $50. Or even $100. I'd read you a book report 5 times over with that. Fuck. Hit me up. If you actually want to shill that kind of money out to me for something, please hit me up. Please, I'll get into this later in the video, but please, if you really want something that I will give you your money's worth, please hit me up. Then after the custom tailor tiers, you usually get some stupid, it'd be totally potato random XD if you gave me a lump sum of money each month. This is totally a joke, guys. But, could you please give me some of your money, man? Please, could you give me some of your money? Please, man, can I have your money? Please, I'll do anything. Come on, man. I got that crack energy. I got that crack scratch going on. I'm scratching my chest right now. You can't see it. Come on, please, give me that money, man. Please. It's that, that $100 or $200 tier, some crap like that. And they say that this is a joke when it's really not. However, in the off chance that it is a joke, this is one really unfunny joke. So, my main gripes with Patreon is people like this. People who make these tiers in their account, and it feels so forced. Where most people want to try and swindle their way into getting a Patreon or getting their Patreon supporters to give them money. And in some desperate attempt to sway people in, they pack their page with shitty tiers that just feel so fake, forced, and artificial as hell. Not only that, but the rewards are intermixed and they're not priced appropriately most of the time. $50 for vocal recordings, Discord roles for shitty servers, an in-game weapon quote-unquote signed by them for only $100. Just very awful tiers. Also, another thing that you shouldn't do is shit up your about section. An about section should showcase who you are, what you're making for the world, what's the page about, and how does it reflect you and yourself. And looking at Joey's page here, the about section just fucking screams shitty ass deviant RP with me, :3 shit. I mean, look at this. I need a fucking Wattpad logo or something up here so I can immerse myself in this shitty fiction being written. Come the fuck on, Joey. The fuck are you doing? You're a grown man. A grown man-child, but some bastardized version of a man nonetheless. You have to be better than this. Right? Here's another shitty Patreon. This dude, Dirt for Life. And this guy here, he took the so original, funny XD. I'm ironic. Look at all these silly little memes you guys like. These little internet jokes. This is so original. It's never been done before. I like being relatable. Ugh. See, this is another type of the YouTuber who just throws shit at the wall in an attempt to become big and just wants all that fame. They have shitty videos, shitty takes, shitty everything. Ugh. They're those type of people where they just want to seem like the really cool YouTuber gamer where they just say a million swear words like shitty and fuck and fucking and shitty and shit. Knock on wood right here, alright? I'm knocking on wood. So anyway, Dirt for Life's biggest claim to fame here is shitting on TacoBot when it was bigger earlier this year to do so. I don't know if you got some self-awareness and stop linking this god-awful Patreon dirt because you know that this shit is so bad, even a pencil neck glue eating geek wouldn't give you their lunch money out of pity. Oh yeah, let me pay some random retard online $15 a month to enter this shitty raffle. For TF2 items nonetheless. Woo! Oh, Boy, I can't wait to get a strange towering pillar of hats. Oh, fucking boy. Sign me right the fuck up. Oh, Derp, what the fuck are you doing? Here's a not shitty Patreon page if you can believe it. Soundsmith. As much as I hate this dumbass, I at least can respect this page. It's short, clean, and straight to the point. If you give me some money, you'll be in the credits. $1, $3, and $5 tiers. I can respect that. I think that stupid little Discord thing you do of getting placed in that ball pit is placed well. And $5 being in a video is kind of nice, I guess, if you like that medium big kind of channel. I can get behind that. As much as I don't like you or I think you're funny, Mr. Strange part transphobe killed, at least you're not trying to gum up your Patreon page, alright? Good for you. Here's another great Patreon page, To Snakerer. A short, sweet page where they give you short, sweet tiers of being included at the end of the video, access to their scripts, and they do a mini behind video for $5 buyers where they ask questions and they get to see a behind the scenes sort of thing to Snakerer. It's cheap and it's way worth the price of $5 in my opinion. If you were that big of a fan for what somebody does, not only do you get to see and consume the finished products, you also get to see what goes on behind the stage, the editing, the audio, the scripts. You get to ask him questions, and you get to talk to the man himself. Fucking great Patreon page right here. Here's an interesting mix that got both good and bad parts of a Patreon page. Wow, Such Gaming. I like the first two tiers that they have. Nothing crazy, and for what they're priced at, these are good tiers. But then, at the $10 and $50 tier, that's where I have some problems with this page. The $10 one, not so much. I personally wouldn't pay $10 to play a fucking video game with anyone, but that's just personal preference. However, that $50 tier is something I have issues with. If you include any merchandise in a Patreon, it feels like you're just only going to get that merchandise once, and it's not some monthly subscription. I mean, hey, if you know what you're getting into, then I guess you can waste your money, but it would be cheaper just to buy the shitty shirts or coffee mugs or whatever crap that they're gonna sell you just once. Also, a personal gripe I have is when they don't show the amount of money that you're getting a month. I know why you do it, that they don't want to see how much you make in a month, but I think it's kind of a pussyfoot thing to do. I think if you think that I get too much money on Patreon and I'm a greedy fuck who doesn't deserve your money, the more power to you. If you think I am a well-off millionaire in terms of internet money, then by all means, please, go tell me to fuck myself. I think hiding the amount of money you have is a bitch move, so don't do it. If I was a backer, I'd probably never back someone who hides the amount of money they get, but that's just me. I could go on. I could show you every fucking butthole who's ever reached 200 subscribers on YouTube and their stupid Patreon, but that would get boring very fast. I mean, if they really do have some just disgraceful page like Joey did, maybe it would be mildly entertaining, but it would get very old. So, I leave you off with this. If you are ever going to make a Patreon and you have something you create for people to enjoy, please make sure you set it up right and you price your rewards fairly and evenly. Please don't make it faker than every girl's tits at the nightclub, alright? Here, tell you what. To any of y'all with deep pockets out there, if you actually like my stuff and you want to hold me accountable to what I said earlier, I will add a $50 and $100 tier to my shitty Patreon. If you buy that tier, message me anything you want me to say, do, etc. on Patreon. Anything you want me to do, I'll do it. Aside from anything that's going to get me arrested or in trouble with the law. I will give you your money's worth. I'm not going to also read every fucking page in the dictionary or show my face, but we will figure something out. If you want me to read the Unabomber's Manifesto, I will do it. If you want me to record shit, me saying something, I'll do it. I will do whatever you think is worth $50 or $100 to me. If we can't come to an agreement, I won't charge you. But rest assured, I will give you your damn money's worth. Recording shit for an hour or two for 50 or even $100? You bet your ass I'm gonna do that shit. I'm gonna clarify a bit on that tier after I record the video. I'm gonna polish it up, I'm gonna get it a little more organized, but this is the general little rules I'm gonna go for. Anything you want me to say or do, I will do it for you, with a few caveats here. But there won't be much that I won't do for that sweet, sweet paycheck, and the tier lists are gonna stay up until they're grabbed. I may do like 2 or 3 available slots, so it won't be that big of a first come, first serve. I don't know. When I actually do get some sleep and crash after over 30 hours of sleep depravity, typing this stupid ass script and other related activities, I'll tidy everything up. But until then, I hope you enjoy this video. And if you are a Patreon, even after I've kind of shit talked Patreon in general, I have to genuinely thank you for giving me your hard earned money. I will always thank you for that. It means the fucking world to me. I do like money, and I am genuinely honest. I'm being serious here. I'm not, there's no joke here, no nothing. I'm genuinely serious, and I thank you for giving me your money. And if you're just a casual viewer, I also thank you for giving me the time of day and watching this. And like I said, what I said about that $50, $100 Patreon tier, I fucking mean it. Anything you want, anything short of getting me in some trouble, I'll do it. I'll say it, I'll record it, I'll read for you, anything you want. I'm dead serious. Thank you for watching.